Good afternoon. Today we're going to be working in math class on finding strategies for ordering numbers using place value. And so basically what that means today is we're going to be taking numbers and we're going to try to compare them, and then after we compare them, we're going to try to put them into order, whether it be from least to greatest or greatest to least. So there's really two steps in doing this. Our two steps that we're going to use today are, first, we're going to count the number of digits that each of the numbers have. The reason why we're going to do this is because, say, for example, we had the number 316, or we had the number 3,116. It would be really simple to compare these two numbers just based on the number of digits. This number, 316, has 3 digits. This number, 3,116, has 4 digits. So the reason why we do that first is because it's really easy to make a comparison. When you count the digits, there's different number of digits, and then you can place the numbers in order based on whether you're going from greatest to least or least to greatest, just really simply. So that's our first thing we're always going to do, count the digits. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to read the number, and when we read it, we're going to read it left to right as we look at it. So, for example, if I get two numbers, 3,126, 3,162, they look really similar. And as I look at them, again, I'm going to use my first step, which is counting the digits. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. So since they both have 4 digits, now what I need to do is compare each individual digit, which is why I'm going to read them from left to right. So I'm going to start here at the 3, look at them, they're both the same. And as I go to the right, I'm going to keep comparing. So I start with a 3, 3, same. I have a 1 and a 1, they're the same. And then I have a 2 and a 6. So here's where they're different. And at this point, then, I could take these and say, okay, this number here, because it has a 2, is smaller than this number over here that has a 6. So now I can start making a statement and say that this number is greater than that number. Or if I were ordering them, I could say that, if I were going from least to greatest, this number goes before this number. So those are basically our two steps. So again, we're going to count the digits, and then we're going to read the number from left to right. So let's take a look at a sample problem here really quick and look at how this would look. So I'm going to put, right now, 4 numbers on my board here, and I'm just going to write them across the top. Okay, so I have 415, 4,115, 4,515, and I have 451. And I'm going to put these in order from least to greatest. Okay, so as I do this now, I want to remember my two steps that I'm going to use in solving this problem. Remember, one, I want to count the digits, and then second, I want to read the numbers from left to right to compare the numbers. So looking at these numbers, I'm going to look and say, all right, that's 3, that's 4, that's 4, that's 3. Okay, so I have 3 digits, 4 digits, 4 digits, 3 digits. So based on these 4 numbers, I can already tell you, since I'm going least to greatest, I have 2 numbers that I can look at first, the 415 and the 451. So right now, if I look at those 2 numbers, I can go ahead and apply my second step, which is to read them from left to right. So on the 415, I know I have a 4, and then here I have a 1, and on here I have a 5. So looking at these, since this one has a 1, I know it's going to be the least, so I'm going to go ahead and put down 415 as my smallest number. The 451, since it's my other 3-digit number, but the tens place value is greater than here. Because I read my numbers left to right, I'm going to go ahead and put it second. All right, that leaves us with two numbers. I have 4,115 and 4,515. So because these are both 4 digits, I'm going to do the exact same step that I did with those 3-digit numbers. I'm going to read them left to right to find where my difference is in place value. So starting on this number, I have a 4 and a 4. When I get to the hundreds, I have a 1 and a 5. Since they're different in the hundred spot, what I want to do is I want to look, see I have a 1, I have a 5. I'm going to put that 1 first since I'm going least to greatest. I'm going to put down my 4,115, and then I'm going to put down 4,515 as my fourth number. Okay, so if you guys look next to your computer right now, you should have a stack of yellow sticky notes. And so what I want you to do is I want you to take a minute here, and I want you to go ahead and I want you to practice using this strategy yourself. So I'm going to write 5 numbers down on my board here in a second. What I want you to do is, if you need to, you can pause the video. I want you to write down the 5 numbers. And as you write down the 5 numbers, I want you to count the digits, just like I showed you just now, and then I want you to also then read your numbers left to right, and I want you to put your numbers in order from greatest to least. Okay, so here's my 5 numbers. I'm going to go 7,963. I'm going to go 976, 7,639. Let's do 769. And 3,796. So those are my 5 numbers: 7,963, 976, 7,639, 769, and 3,796. So again, these are going from greatest to least. Please record them on your sticky note, and when you're done with your sticky note, bring it over and I will check it over. Thank you.